Alrighty then, we are back. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We're gonna talk today about Deontay Wilder comments on PBC. We're gonna talk about Adrien Broner fight falling out. Then we're gonna talk about no Pacific order. I'll tell you the order in a minute. Is Al Haymon sabotaging Adrien Broner fight? Some people seem to think so. Also, we talk about Spence and Charlo, and we talk about Tank and Ryan. So let's talk about Adrien Broner. Apparently, I'm not gonna waste no time. The fight is off. Don't forget you can listen to this podcast format everywhere in the morning, about 10 or 11ish. Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts. Don't forget wherever you listen to it at, Stitcher, Radio Public. You can find it all in the link tree. It's the first link in the description. I usually announce it in my Instagram story, on my Twitter, so you can find all that in the link tree. When I post a link tree on Instagram, that's my podcast link tree, but all the same links, podcast, and then some more additional. Appreciate everybody supporting me on Instagram. I'm creating on Instagram as well too. I'm gonna upload one more a reel tonight on Instagram, but rate me on the podcast. Don't forget, give me a rating. It's free. I see a few people have rated me on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to it at. Shout out to y'all. So Adrien Broner fight is officially postponed. Obviously, it was a pay-per-view the day after that fight with Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. So now they will have the stage that weekend. That's $65. AB pay-per-view is $40. They postponing it, according to the story on Boxing Scene. So it says Adrien Broner's February 25th pay-per-view event officially postponed. It says Adrien Broner will have to wait a little longer for his ring return. Boxing.com has confirmed that BLK Prime has officially pulled the plug on the previous scheduled February 25th pay-per-view event to have the feature the four-division opponent. The development comes on the heels of Broner's watching his third opponent fall through in the span of 30 days for a show that would have taken place at the Gateway Center Arena in College Park section of Atlanta, Georgia. A new date is expected to be confirmed shortly, with the April timeframe targeted for a show to remain in the Atlanta area. Confirming a breaking news alert, first reported by ESPN Mike Coppinger. As previously reported by Boxing.com, Broner was left without an opponent after Michael Williams Jr. fractured his jaw and was forced to withdraw on Thursday. North Carolina Williams, 21-13, was already a late replacement for Philadelphia's Hank Lundy, which came earlier this month. Opponent switched first, reported by Boxing.com. Just 1 week after Lundy was named a new opponent, Broner was replacing Ivan Redcash, who was forced to withdraw due to a bitter dispute with his promoter, Joe LaGuardia. Last ever to salvage the event proved futile, with the upstart company opting instead to shut down and regroup. So, I mean, it is what it is. So I think that was a smart thing to do. I heard Kobe said possibly an April 1st date. I think AJ fighting earlier that day too. Yeah, AJ fighting earlier that day as well too. So, not exactly sure what's going to, kind of really get the ball rolling there, but that's the date that's been thrown out there. So Mm-hmm. To be exact, I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. So um but I was gonna go to this, but I was like, man, it just sounded like some bull job. And hopefully he able to regroup, get his shit together, and able to hit the ground rolling with a new opponent. So it's Lion Killer reported that Custio Clayton offered to fight him on a 1 week notice. I think that was too dangerous of an opponent, even after he got knocked out. Somebody that can stick and move like Custio Clayton. So I think it was a little bit tougher than expected, but like I continue to say, man, it is it's gonna be it is what it is. Shit happened. People probably want to start conspiracy theories about it, but I hear people saying that I hear people from behind the scenes saying that, that is true. Damn. I hear people saying it's true. I'm just checking my messages. So so I'm sorry if I'm just not getting back to you, bro. I'm just checking the messages now. But y'all seen somebody else saying that, Al is sabotaging him. So it wouldn't surprise me, bro. It would surprise me. I just thought I was just thinking it was a coincidence, but some people, in that area saying that in that Cincinnati area saying Al Haymon sabotaging. If that's the case, it's kind of aligned with somebody that told me that somebody that was close with wanted to leave PBC, but they couldn't leave because Al Haymon would make it bad. And if Al Haymon is really sabotaging Adrien Broner, I mean, shit. That's why you got to watch who you sign with, bro. They say all money ain't good money. All business ain't good business. And if it's true that he's sabotaging him, and that's true what I'm hearing, I'm not saying it's true, just what I'm hearing allegedly. I mean, it's sad. But I always point back to what Nipsey Hussle said, bro. And it's a line that went over a lot of people's head. These black owners in this game are some powerful racists, bro. You look at some of these dudes that they put in a position to be successful in the music industry and just in the industry in general. It's crazy. It is seriously crazy, bro. How you expect that you align with some brothers and you expect them to treat you good, and then they stab you in the back, kind of like, I don't want to say no names, like the Migos situation with Quality Control. How they all had the same lawyer, Sean Salute. They all had the same lawyer and shit. I mean, obviously, a lot of these dudes just common sense savvy. I'm not sharing the same lawyer with the label, no matter how cool and how they woo you and what they do, and they how much hospitality. That's what the one thing I look at. If you offering a whole bunch of hospitality, you telling me what you can do for me up front, and you trying to finesse me and all that, I mean, my antenna's gonna raise. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Stump the Yard. Have you ever seen that movie? How the Gammas came to DJ and they told him all the benefits, and then when the the other ones, the Zetas came to him, whatever it was, Thetas came to him, and he kept it real with them, what they really was about. So like you say, somebody that could just tell everything what they could do for you, and how they could benefit you and all that stuff. So guess what? When they don't, eventually they gonna show their true colors. What you really want is somebody that's gonna keep it real with you up front, and be real with you and tell you what they can do and what they will do and how they execute it, and it be good. Al Haymon pulled the biggest finesse game. And now these brothers want to go make money. If this is true, if these brothers want to make money elsewhere, and now he can't make money elsewhere, but Mikey can go, Andy can go do what the fuck he want to do. Hugo can go do what he want to go do. But when it comes to these brothers wanting to go do what they want to do, it's a problem. And if Al Haymon behind this, and like I said, I don't know, it's hard to fake a jaw injury. Hank Lundy had already signed a contract. So, I mean, and then Ivan Redcash, you know, he had a dispute with his lawyer. I mean, with his Joe DeGuardia. I mean, you know, how much, I mean, that's believable. Al Haymon probably has something to do with that. I mean, I won't say that's what I'm just saying. I can see that more than a kid breaking their jaw. But then again, how you break your jaw in sparring? That's crazy to me. So, and then you go, you know, you look at the Henry Lundy and the Redcast situation. I can see it. You know, so 3 opponents fell out. Is, you know, some people say it's a coincidence. Like I said before, it's you know, he said he wanted to go do what he wanted to do. You see why these dudes, you know, don't go do and go get money and take all this money. It ain't that they didn't want to take the money from the other companies. Al Haymon just if this Al Haymon doing, bro. Like I said, why these brothers can't go get their money like the Mexicans go get their money, or Derevchenko got a chance to go get his money from the zone. Al Haymon dirty, bro. Now, if Al Haymon really doing it, and I just read my messages, if this Al Haymon doing, bro, man, it's to the point where you gonna want to put that steel to his head, bro. If he doing these young brothers like that, bro, and like I said before, man, like when you work into, let's just say you walk into a place of employment. If it's too many black people, you like, damn, this is a bad place to work. It's ghetto. If too many white people, you probably like, damn, they gonna be on my head. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, you expect the other to stab you in the back, but damn, you know, now you gotta you gotta expect it from the brother. So before I let a brother stab me in the back, bro, I'm gonna go run with the other because I know what's coming. You know, I know what's coming. But instead of brothers wooing you and acting like we cool and all that, Al Haymon dirty, bro. But nobody in their right mind signed over there. And if you almost signed over there and didn't, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a real blessing. That's a real blessing. That's a real blessing, bro. That's a real blessing. That's a real blessing, bro. Because if that's what they truly saying, bro, out in Ohio, he doing that, bro. Damn, you gonna hold my money and I can't go get money nowhere else? It's a dirty game, bro. It's a dirty game. It's a real dirty game, bro. And I mean, I don't even know how you sleep at night, but you can say that about most people in the business. But if it's true that Al Haymon is sabotaging him, bro, it ain't even nothing that you can do. He got him by the balls. You know, and it's gonna be somebody trying to justify it and all that type of stuff, but it damn near make you want to go see him. And you know, y'all see why he cover up windows wherever he go. Now you see why he moved the way he moved, because he's shiesty, bro. Don't nobody move like that ain't shiesty. Don't nobody move like that ain't shiesty, bro. I'm telling you, don't nobody move like that ain't shiesty. And in the way that he moved, bro, he moved like a crook, bro. He moved like somebody who robbed people and who gotta look over their shoulder, bro. Real talk. Come on, he ain't just moving like somebody that's scared to get served with papers, bro. He's scared to get served with that burner to his head, bro. Look how he move all scary and all that type of shit. And look, Floyd is separated from him. I won't be surprised if he don't start leaking shit out about Floyd pretty soon, if he ain't already done so. So, you know, that's what they saying out of Ohio, that he's sabotaging AB. 913 boxer. Wilder lost the bag versus AJ. We gotta wait and see. But damn, if he doing AB like that, he said we talk every day. Or most of the time. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Well, somebody told me that he said Al can make it really bad on us, man. That's why we gonna stay put. So you gotta stay and starve rather than go get it. You know, you gonna starve regardless. Then you owe the nigga money. So it's a dangerous game out here, this boxing game. I'm telling you, some of us more well prepared for the future than they are. Some of us in a better position. Some of us in a better position than they are. Real talk. Some of y'all got 401. Some people still got pensions left. Okay. You know, some of y'all got benefits. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the thumbs up button. These niggas ain't got none of that. Some of y'all got IRAs, high yield interest funds. Some of them ain't got that. Some of us well more prepared for the future than they are. And that's the God honest truth, bro. And that's the God honest truth. You got a brother who got brothers by the balls, but the others can do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when the RZA didn't want to, he let everybody else go, but he didn't want to let old dirty bastard go join Rockefeller until later on. That's one thing I always respected about Master P. If you didn't want to be there, Master P will let you walk. Bye. No money needed. All the gifts I gave you, everything I gave you, keep it. See you later. Go and be bigger. Go and do you. I always respected people like that, bro. I always respected people like that. You know? But one thing I tell females, I ain't doubling back, bro. Hell no. If I approach you and you be like, no, I'm good, unless you like, I got a boyfriend and then y'all break up, that's a little bit different. It's, but you diss me or something like that, you want to double back or I couldn't holler at you in high school, but now you want to double back? What Ray Cash say? If I'm rich and you broke, you must be trying to get something from me. And that's what it is. Ain't shit change. I don't give a fuck if I dropped 100 pounds and now you want to hide. No, I'm good, bro. I ain't doubling back, bro. I don't even roll like that. I don't want to hang with nobody that didn't want to hang with me yesterday or the last year, 10 years ago. Hell no. Sorry. But Al Haymon is shiesty, bro. This true? Al Haymon is shiesty. Al Haymon is shiesty, bro. He plays. I mean, that's why you got to do your background checks. He can say whatever you want to say. And I'm pretty sure his premise is y'all still owe me money. So you just gonna starve. You just gonna starve, bro. That's the crazy thing about it. You just gonna starve. Ain't that wild? You just gonna starve. You just gonna starve, dog. Fuck with Al. Ain't that wild? You'll be thinking like, dog, man. We got a brother, man. He gonna be good, man. We got him, and that nigga really the opposition. He really the opposite. And like I told you, these niggas ain't street for real, bro. These niggas ain't no street niggas for real. Cause the street nigga, man, nigga treat you like that, nigga. They don't know no business. They been and went upside Uncle Al head. Come on, you trying to play me? A real nigga would have been went upside Cuz head, bro. Real talk. Tell me I'm lying. Real street niggas don't understand that, bro. Somebody would have been went up his head. Fuck the charges. I'll move like dollar bill off Players Club. Oh man, you ain't lying. That's a good one. You ain't lying, bro. And now you starting to see why. Now you starting to see why. Johnson salute. AB just effed his money up. I mean, they say Al Haymon is playing unfair with him. Why only why Al only let Mexicans get money? That's a good question. Probably because all the niggas in the hood used to punk his ass and take his chicks. And you know how we know Michael Jr. got his jaw broken in the box when Al could have sent them for them taking the fight. I don't know, man. His shit was swole though, so that's all I can really say. But if Al doing all this to stop AB from fighting, then he's sending a message to everybody else. Y'all think about crossing that railroad track? I'm gonna hit you with this damn this railroad. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with this railroad. It's a dirty game, bro. Right, what's going on? It's a dirty game, bro. He let Canelo get the bag and go leave. Y'all, man. And he crazy, bro. Somebody gonna have to off cuz, bro. And that's just what it is. He said only real one is I think he all the shot Canelo had to love it. I heard Williams fired Roy Jones. Yeah, he did that. He said he did fire on Facebook. Al married or is he an LG? Man, I ain't getting into all that. Hell no, BLK Prime can't pay. Hey, you crazy, bro. You crazy, bro. What you mean they can't pay AB, bro? Where y'all get? Where you get the? Where you get that? They can't pay AB, bro. Did they pay Red? Old boy that Terrence Crawford fought. Bob Arum said all the money was there. What is you talking about? AB probably already got paid. They definitely probably fronted AB something. That'd be crazy. Well, y'all be thinking like y'all be saying y'all PBC dudes be saying, well, you know, but everybody got an issue with getting paid, but PBC. That's crazy. Everybody got a problem with getting paid, but PBC. And they money looking the most funny. And they money looking the most funny. And that's crazy. And I heard Errol Spence was was in the hole with Al, but I ain't even gonna get into that. I ain't even gonna get into that. I heard that what's it yesterday or today? Yesterday, I think it was, or a couple days ago. I heard Errol Spence money looking funny. Heard he in the hole with Al. I don't know how true it is. I'm just telling y'all this shit. I ain't saying all this is that shit crazy. How BOK Prime ain't got no money, bro? How? Who have we heard not getting paid from BOK Prime? That's all I want to know. Broner 913 boss said Broner's story starting to sound a lot like BG Cash Money, the record business background Al had. Man, it wasn't just BG. That was Juvenile, all that. Go listen to the song, baby. Let me get the keys to the Rover truck. Let me get this beef over, bro. Well, damn, you got to ask baby for the keys to the Rover truck. That's a big problem. Y'all all supposed to be eating. Is All-Star Weekend this weekend? I don't even be knowing no more. He said, you got more. What do followers don't mean money, bro? That don't mean no money, bro. Followers don't guarantee you pay-per-views, bro. That don't mean nothing, bro. Stop thinking that. If it mattered, nigga, Ryan Garcia will already be triple platinum on pay-per-view, bro. He'd be diamond. Followers don't mean nothing, bro. You can buy followers. You can buy streams. You can buy subs. That don't mean nothing, bro. That's not tangible, bro. That intangible don't transfer into tangible to money. It don't. If it mattered, Jake Paul would be fucking diamond, bro. The zone is broke, but still in business. They got Saudi money, bro. They got Europe. They got a Russian European billionaire, bro. That's the difference. And the zone is in many markets around the world, so they get money in many markets, bro. So that money is just not in the U.S. or in the U.K. They in the many markets, bro. They do business with PBC in a lot of their markets. Yes, getting better fights than BLK. They getting better fights than I don't know who you're talking about. The zone been around for how many years, bro? Think about that for a minute. Of course, why wouldn't they get better fights? BLK Prime just started, on this type of boxing level in December. That's common fucking sense. Y'all should be saying some dumbass shit. Y'all be making up people don't even want to talk boxing. I could be in there playing Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that's this weekend. Yeah, I don't need to be doing no more, bro. I was gonna do a video on the slam dunk contest, but I got a call. But if he really choking out AB like that, man, I mean, it's business. I guess you signed up. And what's so crazy about it? I remember Errol Spence saying in the interview that he don't even remember if he got a signing bonus. He said that I think he said him and his father had sat down and Al was talking about, IRAs and saving for the future and investing for retirement. He said, I ain't even thinking about retirement. You just see how small really people think, bro. You see how small people really think, bro. That's the difference, bro. Like people be thinking like tomorrow. Like nobody be thinking about tomorrow, bro. A lot of people got that issue. Like I buy these brand new $300 Jordans tomorrow, but then when the rent due in a couple months or your life's due in a couple months, you ain't thinking about that, bro. A lot of people ain't thinking about retirement. A lot of people ain't thinking about when they die and getting an insurance policy. That's crazy. Errol Spence said it took him to get in an accident to set all that shit up. Ain't that wild? Nigga worth something, bro. You ain't got all that set up, bro. Any logical person, any adult gonna tell you to set that up. His father should have told him to set that up. His mother should have told him to set that up. Derrick James could have told him to set that up. His advisor, Al Haymon, is supposed to have that set up for him. An insurance policy with him ain't shit. And all his kids and his girl, that ain't nothing. This is shit that our job set up for us. Bare minimum credit unions to set this shit up for you. A lot of people got 2, 3, 4, 5 different insurance policies, bro. Think about that for a minute. And this is shit that your parents supposed to tell. And what's so funny, when you go into the Asian community and shit like that, I'm gonna use them for example. Chinese, Japanese, Korean community, especially the ones that's over here. That I seen a kid, I don't know his nationality, but he was running an ad on YouTube. And he was showing people how to trade because I was looking, for classes on how to trade and shit. He was showing people how to trade and invest like his father taught him. Look how they passed the game down to their kids. And then we pass something down like a house or a company or something like that, bro. And the problem with the black community is motherfuckers don't listen. So you can show your daughter and your son how to do everything in the company. But for whatever reason, we got it in our mind that we want to forge our own path. I want to do it on my own. If you watch that movie, You People, when he was trying to, Jonah Hill was trying to tell Laura London, like he could plug her in. And she said, well, I want to do it on my own. I don't want to use nobody else's name. Everybody in the business world do that. Everybody in the business world, corporate America, managers, everybody get their position by word of mouth. But only black people want to feel like they want to do it on their own and they don't need nobody to co-sign them and I don't need nobody help. It don't work like that. Once you come into the industry of capitalism, music, entertainment, corporate business, it's all name basis, bro. It's all about who you know. When you talk about college, that's the number one thing in college, bro. The education that you get in college is fucking really worthless, bro. Especially the first 2 years. It's worthless. It's all about the connections and the people that you meet. Just like the social media movie, Social Network. Mark Zuckerberg had an idea. His boy Eduardo had the cash. Everybody that was cool with Mark Zuckerberg is paid, bro. It's about connections. That's the thing about the universities, and that's the difference between going to HBCU, going to an Ivy League, going to a predominantly white institution real quick. It's the connections, is who you can meet. This is why it's so important to the college you go to. It's not just the amenities and ain't the females. It's who you meet. If you're more liable to go to Harvard, guess what? You're more liable to meet somebody that's going to do something and put you in a position to do so. Or if you got an idea, you're more liable to meet the people that can help you articulate that idea. So it's all about the connections, bro. When you go to college, I had a conversation with somebody other week about that. That's the thing about college. because the education part is useless. Because if you learn financial literacy, which you can take classes on that, you can research it, get a mentor, you better off than people going to college. All the college game is creating workers that's going to go into the field with debt to pay back the people who run in the country, so they can pay back the people that they owe, which is the 7 or 5 families of that own America. And people say, who does America owe? The Rothstein, all the people, most of the families is based over in the UK is who they own. So they can say we fought for our independence, for America, the Native Americans, the blacks helped the white people, the British, the British, people that got away from Britain for their independence, but you still paying them very same people back. You're still in debt to them very same people. So that's why I said, man, history, what they telling you is for, you got to take that shit as a grain of salt. You got to take it for a grain of salt, bro. And you really got to research that. It's all connected, bro. And it's hard when you be trying to tell people the truth and they don't want to hear it. All they want is that ignorant shit. And I ain't going to do that. I'm not dumbing my channel down. If there's one motherfucker listening, that's what they're going to be listening to. Because all this shit is just dumb, ignorant shit, bro. All these motherfuckers is stupid that signed with Al Haymon. And they finding out how stupid they are. How the hell you worth $1 million and ain't got an insurance policy? How Floyd got all that money and ain't got no business manager? Ain't got no accountant? That's a recipe to fail. That's a recipe to fail. And that's a direct recipe to fail, bro. How you in the hole, bro, and you in your 30s boxing? How you in the hole and you in your 30s, bro? You 32, 37, 32, 30 years old. You in the hole with Al Haymon, bro. How is this man keeping these dudes broke? You in the hole. You in the hole. You in the hole. And then you hear Deontay Wilder, or you read what Deontay Wilder said. And 1 minute he turned around and say, well, I'm going to move on from PBC. Then another minute, it's like he got a text message and saying, oh, no, they still a part of the game plan. And you just look and you like, man, what? Which one is it? Which one is it, bro? It's like they get these text messages when they start talking. It's just like, man, come on. That's what I don't understand. Then he say, right? Then his boy get on there and say, well, Mike Coppinger line. Okay, cool. But then he turned around. And he posted, like, dude just all over the place, bro. Then he turned around and post this. It says Deontay Wilder's declared that he is now an open agent. I don't even know what that means. And taking full control of his career. He said, no bad blood. I'm still part of PBC. I'm just an open agent, open fighter. I want to fight on all types of platforms. I'm willing to work with anybody. I mean, if you still part of PBC, Al Haymon ain't willing to work with everybody. Dude all over the place like a car without a wheel alignment, bro. Okay, that's cool. But then he turned around and says Water has this mystery report, same interview by Sandwich Boy, that he has been frustration between himself and Al Haymon's PBC. I have no problem with PBC. We're still thriving. We're still working together as far as I know of. Me and Al Haymon still communicate. Ain't no bad blood, right? But nigga, you just said. But bruh, which one is it? And everybody gonna run with this quote and not show them all. That's why I did my video. I showed all the quotes. I'm confused. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is you willing to work with everybody, or ain't no bad? Al Haymon ain't willing to work with everybody. Al Haymon ain't willing to work with everybody. So in that statement, that's a hypocrisy in that statement alone. That's a hypocrisy in the statement alone. Come on. So I got some information, but I'll read it at the end of me talk about this water. Somebody send me some information. So that's my thing about it, bro. So he all over the place. What is it? Is we because we know Al don't work with everybody. He don't work with nobody, honestly. Unless it benefits him like 100%, like Dervachenko going over to the zone. That's what I don't understand. That's just a statement that don't make no sense, bro. It sounds like he got a text message and then he just changed his tune. Then he go on and say, then he go on and say, well, I definitely plan on fighting Andy Ruiz this year and trying to make the WC final eliminator happen. He said he's currently exploring different avenues to host it, including the upcoming meeting in the Middle East. From what I understand, and Eddie Hearn saying if AJ ain't involved, the Middle East ain't interested. You know, that's what sound like that's what I heard. He just said it. That the Middle East ain't interested. So at the end of the day, they supposed to be fighting Cinco de Mayo, and they ain't even got a fight set in stone. They ain't even got a fight set in stone, bro. They ain't even got a fight set in stone. That just let you know it's just, I mean, it's just not organized. It's not organized. It is not organized. So now it's we still trying to make the fight happen. So obviously what Mike Coppinger saying is true. So you just come out here and validate Mike Coppinger. That's crazy to me. He just validated him. He like, well, yeah, we still trying to, I'm like, all right, bro. Y'all supposed to be fighting Cinco de Mayo, June, and it still ain't nothing concrete. Come on, man. They don't have no organization, bro. It's a typical black business, bro. I ain't gonna say stereotypical. Now he called out Ngannou and said that, Ngannou said he only want to box. He said he only want to. He went on to say Ngannou said he only want to box, but Ngannou responded. He said, "Welcome to the free world, Browns bomb. I hope you're a man of your word. See you soon." So apparently, he said, "I said only box so he can keep his limbs." Like I said, we'll see if he a man of his word. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, everybody chasing Francis Ngannou. Hopefully Usyk and Fury make a fight, and I don't care what Fury do after that. But I mean, I don't have no interest in it, bro. Ngannou was becoming a very, very well-rounded I think he was becoming a well-rounded mixed martial artist. It sounded like he's putting it all together. And now he just want to box. I mean, I don't know how good a boxer he is. Maybe you can ask somebody else. I know he can strike in MMA. It's a little bit different in boxing. But I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't even care. As long as Usyk and Fury fight, that's good for me. We're not gonna get Fury. I mean, Wilder and AJ in the ring. I mean, you need to get that up. So, I mean, but like I said before, I don't know like what side he really on. One time he's saying I'm open to do business with anybody. Another time he said, "Well, I'm still with Al, but we know Al ain't open to do business with everybody." I don't get that. These dudes is confused, bruh. They are confused. They are confused. Why Wilder crying about money fight? Did Al and Finkel take his money? He said he don't need no. He said he good. He said he don't need no money. But then again, he trying to get more money out of fighting Andy Ruiz. It's just so much hypocrisy in these statements, bro, that who knows where to begin at. And oh yeah, I want to be compensated. For my services and all that, man. That's why he wasn't originally trying to come back because they wasn't having his money. Al scraped his money up. Jaw getting broke in 2 places. Lots of fighters don't spar last week. Well, yeah, they sparred the week before. Next week will actually be the last week. So, yeah, they do spar the week before. So, yeah. Some spar the week of. So, see, speaking of fact, being in the military, I see how effed up people upbringings really is. No place, no CDs, no money market, kind of retirement plan. People live for the moment. And them will be the people that's going, they saying Social Security not going to exist. I was lucky Brown family built us a future, not for the moment, because tomorrow ain't promised. Yeah. Got to leave your people something. But not just leave them. You got to teach them how to use it. A lot of black people be leaving their kids shit. And I've seen people, hear stories about people, that's how the Arabs got all the fucking gas stations and restaurants. Because black people, kids, a few generations ago sold it to them. I've seen people sell a house and buy a fucking Hellcat and go to the apartment. Come on. If you ain't got to pay rent, all you got to do is pay the property taxes. You should be able to upkeep it. You can get a whole motherfucking home warranty. Come on. Or you can rent that out and do it and buy. I mean, it is what it is. You have to have the app to watch BOK Prime. They only have 4,000 members. But, bro, I don't know nothing about that, bro. They got money. It don't matter how much the app is. They got money, bro, behind them, bro. Do your research. You look about the app. They got money. They got money. Don't matter about, they got money. They worth billions and billions of dollars, bro. Anthony Ware, salute. People going off numbers, they got money. Showtime got so many subscribers, but 10% of them don't even watch the boxing. Probably less than 3% of them don't even order the pay-per-view. So numbers don't mean nothing, bro. At all. They had to get off-brand Tyson Fury lookalike in the lanes and from Audis in order to boost Wilder's confidence. Wilder's is I can't really say that. But when you lose, you deserve a tune-up. Fury came back, had a few tune-ups. I ain't mad. I ain't mad about that. When you get your ass whooped the way Fury whooped Wilder ass, shit, you need to get your confidence back up too. Shit, I ain't gonna front. He need to fight like that. Hell yeah. They nigga beat the dog piss out of Wilder for 3 fights. Wilder's a pro boxer. He want to go fight damn near a UFC fighter. Boxing's joke. Well, all 3 of them. I think 2 of them trying to fight. He called out AJ. I ain't really heard AJ say nothing about it. But Fury trying to fight him at the Usyk. So I don't care what he do at the Usyk. Yeah, boxing is trash right now. Ain't shit going on. Deontay Wilder should be critical of Shelly Finkel too. Man, it is what it is. I mean, he did Jermell Charlo dirty back in the day, but that's another story. Playmaker said Wilder so confused with his comment. PBC boxers are at the crossroad in boxing. If they think they can survive off one fight a year, they are wrong. Solutions is to shop their fights with any platform. Exactly, but they can't. And they already found out they can't fight off once a year. No, that's a real true story, bro. That's a true story. I ain't lying about that. I heard somebody sold a house, bought a Hellcat, and got into an apartment. Real true story. You think I'm bullshitting? I ain't lying about that. True story. True story. I remember I went to go to the credit union. They was looking at my credit, and she was like, "Oh, you got a car? You know what kind of car you get? A Charger, like, or a Challenger?" I was like, "Hell no, hell no. I don't want nothing that nobody else want, and I don't want nothing like that, bro. For real." He said the 2022 the zone earned $2 billion. They lost about 5 or 6, so shit. They had to bounce back in some way. In some way, they had to bounce back, but the Wilder, I'm just like, bro, like he all over the road with his comments, bro. But you know, to each his own. All right, let's talk about let's talk about um let's talk about Ryan and Tank. So Ryan, well, I heard that this fight is not completely wrapped up yet. So that's the word on the street that this fight is not completely done yet. They not 100% wrapped up. It's a couple loose ends that got to be done. So the fight still ain't done. So, the fight still ain't done. I mean, obviously, Tank Davis got another court hearing. You know what I'm saying? February 28th. Will it affect? Will it affect? Taking the ring? Only time will tell. I think he'd be more focused. I think they want him sitting down for 30 days, maybe 60 days, maybe 90 at the most. I mean, it is what it is. It ain't like he gonna go sit for a year. It ain't like he gonna go sit for a year. So, but I mean, we still don't have a fight. And it's coming up on 8 weeks. It's coming up on less than 8 weeks. And another reason I keep hearing that some of these fights are getting held up is because the uncertainty if Showtime gonna continue on. I heard Caleb Plant and Benavidez is one of the last fights that got approved. So you look from this Saturday, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 weeks out from this Saturday. So you have reports saying this fight won't be announced till after the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl, shortly after the Super Bowl. We still don't have an announcement. And what I heard, they still don't have a deal. So whatever, all the loose ends, despite what Golden Boy saying, ain't even tight. And I don't know what those loose ends is. Only thing I can really pinpoint is that the network issue is still an issue. It's still an issue with the network. So the network still becoming an issue with closing the deal on this fight. So I don't know if Showtime going out of business February 23rd. It's apparently supposed to be a day we find out more about if they will carry on. He said no notification out there. RNS1. Yeah. It'd be like that. But yeah, I appreciate you in the super chat. But yeah, right now it's still not official. And you closing in less than 8 weeks. So if we don't get shit Saturday, then it's less than 8 weeks. So they both training, but I heard it ain't done yet. So, and then Tank got one more carrot case hearing for the old girl and the toothbrush incident. And it's what they do to you, bro. They slap you on your wrist. They deplete you of your money. And when your money get low and you done built the paper trail, then they going to drop the whoopty blam on you. So Tank Davis playing a very, very dangerous game. A very dangerous game. They build a paper trail. No matter if they dismiss something, once you build a paper trail on you, bro, then they gonna hit them with the ultimate death blow when his money get funny. It's all the system. It's all the system. All the lawyers and district attorneys all know each other. You pay the attorneys, you pay the court fees, they deplete your money, they build a paper trail on you, then they send you away for a while. That's why the feds really got 100% success rate. It's really 100%. Because even if you beat it, you didn't spend so much money beating the feds. You didn't pay the lawyer, which is the prosecutor homeboy. You didn't pay the court. You didn't pay the judge. You didn't pay for the jury lunch and shit every day. They end up winning in the end, no matter how long your money is. Playmaker Super Chat, Ryan Garcia Tank has crossover appeal to hardcore casual if it actually goes down. I don't think nobody casual really care, bro. Tank and Ryan ain't never been on pay-per-view. I don't hear people talking about the fight in traffic. I don't think people even care. Boxing is such in a bad place because they ain't fought nobody that people know. So you got one bum basher fighting another bum basher. I don't think he got much appeal, honestly. To the boxing public it do, but to the people outside of boxing, nobody give a fuck about this fight. He said, baby mama boy claims to be a matchmaker. He said he needs to take accountability. Redcast signed to a promoter, still brought him in. I mean, I don't really care about what he's saying, man. Drop one of Blues by.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
They drop one of Blues bomb, but I mean, at the end of the day, bro, that's just something that they got to figure out. But I'm not gonna pay for it. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was the only program on TV that night. I go to sleep. I don't respect this fight, and I don't respect what it represents. Straight up and down, it represents. Let's go avoid all fighting the tough fights, and let's go try to make a super fight. If this fight succeed, everybody in boxing gonna be trying to follow this blueprint. That's gonna be the end of boxing. Boxing is gonna have to really get decimated or broken down to the last molecule for it to this would be the death of boxing. If this fight really succeed, the way they hoping it succeed, you might if you like me, you like real boxing, you might as well just turn it off. Go watch bare knuckles, go watch street fights, go watch MMA, or don't even be a part of it, because that's exactly what it represents. It's the death of it'll be the death of boxing, bro. People think I'm joking, but I ain't joking. It'll be the end of the shit. It'll be the end of it. Because everybody else is none of the fights you want to see ever gonna happen again. None of the fights you're gonna see, everybody gonna be trying to take this scenic route instead of fighting the best. And I'm like I said before, y'all might as well pack it in. Worst thing in boxing is for this fight to succeed. And then black and Mexican, you really think it's gonna be hard for niggas to get in the ring with each other, blacks to get in the ring with each other? Man, shit, it's gonna be black and Mexican everything. It's gonna be illegal for two black fighters to get in the ring with each other. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my word. But let's close. I'm gonna close it out, and I'll tell you the AB information at the end of the video. I'm gonna close it out real quick and I set with this story. So I was reading this article on Boxing Scene by Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan, he is Jerron Ennis's promoter, and he talked about how obviously he said Boots is an interim champion. Duncan told Boxing Spence is obligated to fight him in 90 days. He says no, he won't fight Ennis reform to Errol Spence. I think he's going to 54, and I don't think he wants Boots at all. He said at 54 is perfect for the other guy, Spence. I think they're setting up a big fight with Spence against 154-pound disputed champion Jermell Charlo. Yes, even though they have the same trainer, Derek James, I think so. It's a weird business we're living in now. Spence really doesn't want to make 47 anymore. So we read that part. Now you go down here. He said that he had encouraging meeting with Steven Espinoza, the head of Showtime Sports, and recently planning in his next step. In his last several fights have been featured on premium cable network, but it's clear that their conversation, according to Duncan, that Spence will not be a factor in his immediate future. He said, when I talked to Espinoza, he said he's giving me a list of opponents, and Spence wasn't on it. Duncan said he says Ennis will defend his title in June. Unfortunately for the fans, Duncan simply doesn't think financially would support. It don't make sense. So he said he spoke to Espinoza, and then he's saying that basically that's what he think the plan is. So he spoke to Espinoza, and that's what they trying to do. They gotta supplement not giving people the Terrence Crawford fight somehow. Excuse me. They gotta supplement not giving us that fight somehow. And when him speaking to Espinoza, obviously they had conversations, and for him to think that's what they about to do, man, he knows something. Now I didn't know he had Brandon Lee, and he lost Brandon Lee to Al Haymon, but that's I got a video coming to talk about that tomorrow. So, but yeah. So he said that's what they planning on doing is doing Charlo and Errol Spence. And like I said before, Canelo, they can't get Canelo over there, right? They don't want to fight Terrence Crawford, so they gotta make up the money somehow. And like I said before, Errol Spence, Charlo's been non-confrontational about that fight. He's been non-confrontational about that fight. So, but it's a good fight. If you're not gonna give us Terrence Crawford and you can't turn around and make Errol, the Canelo fight, this is the next best thing. It's the next best thing. Only problem is you're gonna have to get somebody to talk a little bit of shit. And Errol Spence ain't a big shit talker, and Jermell Charlo can't talk shit neither. You seen Tony Harrison dog him out. So this they plan, but like I said, this might be something they could be shopping. This might be something that they shopping to Showtime to stay on the network or possibly the other networks. But then again, people don't know neither one of them. People don't know either one of them. And that's the crazy thing about it. So it ain't gonna bring a bunch of outside of boxing traffic. It's gonna bring traffic. It's gonna bring boxing traffic. It's gonna bring only boxing traffic. Somebody going to take the lead and talk shit. And how much they gonna talk shit? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. So, like I said before, they got to do something. And instead of Al Haymon refusing to make the fights early on, now he got to hustle to make fights. Come on. Now he got to hustle to make fights. So, like I said before, that's their big plan, bro. I don't think that's gonna save that ass neither. Only thing they're gonna say that ass is Floyd Mayweather coming back at this point. I don't think Crawford and Spence can say they ass, because if it did, it would. If it did, they would do it. So, this their grand plan. I ain't surprised. So he gonna tune up, and Charlo probably gonna have to fight Tim Tszyu, and then they gonna try to get Errol Spence undisputed at 54. So, like I continue to say, man. I mean, it seemed like a company that's just shambling for answers. They was banking on Canelo wanting to fight Spence. Canelo said he wasn't interested, or he said he wasn't coming back down to no 160, and now they got to scramble for something. Now they got to scramble for something. So I don't know exactly where they going and what they gonna do, but it is what it is. Brandon Lee versus Hitchison. Hitchison to make Brandon Lee look stupid. Charlo, it had to be in Texas. They not interested in Errol Spence in Vegas for some reason. Spence and Charlo is a sparring match. I can't say that, bro. When you put two people that know each other, and I think he fought one of them in the amateurs already too. He said he couldn't remember which one. That's a damn good sparring match, in my opinion. I don't think it's no sparring match. I think, you get Charlo mad because a lot of people gonna keep asking him, did Errol Spence really knock you out in the gym? I think it's a good fight. If a whole ass Al Haymon wasn't promoting it, I would buy that. I thought Cameron Duncan was always a manager. How he gets to be boosted? He's a promoter. He stopped being a manager a while ago. He turned into a promoter. So he started his own shit. So he went from manager to promoter. But as I end this off, I will read you the information I got on Adrien Broner, as promised, for those who stuck around. So somebody asked, Broner said he hasn't got a team to check in 6 fights. What's going on? He said it's only been 6. From my calculation, it's been since the Marcos Maidana fight. He hasn't seen a check after the fight. So he said Floyd was the last active PBC fighter to receive a check. Floyd got $100 million after the Pacquiao fight. So he says, he said, hold on. He said a lot of people think that Broner walked away. Other top fighters can do it. Can they? He said, hell the F no. Wilder, Spence, Thurman, and Charlo twins are all Haymon top dogs. Haymon had no use for Adrien Broner anymore. If he doesn't have use for you, he will let you walk like Broner. So there you go. So he's, according to my source, it says, and a damn good one too. Can't really go on these, that he ain't received a check since the Marcos Maidana's fight. So so there you have it. But that's all I got tonight. Peace.